Calculation of holiday pay under the working time regulations has always been a headache for the film and TV industry due to the irregular nature of how cast, crew and talent are engaged on a production. With new holiday pay legislation coming into force in April 2024, are we looking at greater clarity or further confusion? There's unfortunately scope for a bit of both. The new legislation should largely only apply to two new categories of worker who are referred to as either irregular hours workers part-year workers. Now, for these categories of worker, the new legislation will specifically permit employers to do either of two things. Firstly, employers will have the legal right to use a percentage method for calculating holiday pay, provided that they use the percentage of 12.07%. Alternatively, employers will be permitted to roll up holiday pay for these groups of workers, provided again that they use 12.07% and that certain other conditions are satisfied, such as separating out the holiday pay on a person's payslip. And if you haven't heard of the term rolled up holiday before, it essentially means paying someone their holiday at the same time as their normal pay, even if they haven't actually taken holiday during that period. Now, these are really significant developments potentially for film and TV businesses because the percentage method of calculating holiday has been routinely used for many production roles. The new rules therefore pose a couple of obvious questions. Do we need to adopt the 12.07%, and is there any scope to roll up holiday on productions? And sadly isn't an easy answer to those questions, which is clear when you start to examine who might fit into the new categories of worker. Irregular hours workers are defined in the legislation as workers whose hours are wholly or mostly variable in each pay period. And on a production, that's likely to capture any crew engaged on a daily or ad hoc basis, as well as the majority of cast members, but certainly not weekly crew. Part-year workers, on the other hand, are defined as workers who are required to work only part of the year and have an unpaid period of at least a week during their engagement. Now, there's no obvious roles in film and TV that actually fall into that category, but the breadth of the definition theoretically means that if there's an unpaid hiatus of at least a week during the production, then all the relevant workers who have that hiatus potentially could fall into that category. Now, we've been dealing with lots of queries from productions in this area recently, and there's clearly lots of confusion about what the new legislation actually requires. It's debatable, for example, whether any changes to current practice is required at all. What's clear though is that the new regime is by no means a golden bullet that will eradicate all holiday pay dilemmas going forward. I strongly recommend getting in touch if you've got any concerns at all in this area.